This is huge for Dameon Pierce as there has been another major update on his status. And in this video of Texans Digest, we're going to give it to you right here, right now, as well as all of the other details of what is happening with the running back room right now. Hello, everybody. I am your host, Donovan Ricondo for Texans Digest, and we appreciate you joining us as always. And if you want to stay up to date on all your Texans content throughout the off-season, training camp, etc., this is the channel for you. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button below if you want to stay up to date. Now, today we're talking about Dameon Piece, who on Monday worked off to the side during practice. That was according to ESPN.com. He was dealing with an injury that was previously undisclosed. Now we know it was some type of quad injury, but there has been a major update since just yesterday about Dameon Piece, one of our running backs, and it is that he has been activated to practice as he cleared his physical finally. So Dameon Piece back out there with the guys, getting some reps in and trying to compete for a spot on this roster, quite frankly. Piece enters the final year of his rookie contract. He opened training camp on the physically unable to perform list due to what was later determined to be a quad strain. On Monday, Piece was described as going high speed on the side, thus show the activity was enough for him to pass a physical. So he's back out there. He's getting those reps alongside Nick Chubb and alongside all the other guys in that Texans running back room. And right now, as many of you know, the Texans are without our top back. We do not have Joe Mixon on the team right now because he is dealing with a quote, active non-football injury due to a lingering foot injury suffered earlier in the offseason. And that was kind of a bit of a whirlwind for Joe Mixon. He was expected to be ready by week 1. Ultimately, things changed. I guess something aggravated that foot injury, which now puts him in a very questionable spot for that week 1 matchup against the Rams, as Ian Rappaport says that he's slated to be evaluated again closer to that regular season game ahead of against the Los Angeles Rams for week 1, which is going to be a tough opponent. DeMeco Ryans has said right now all of the focus is on the Rams. They're going to go week by week by week. And so it's all in preparation for that Los Angeles Rams game. So Joe Mixon is currently sidelined as of right now, which kind of leaves so much, to be had in terms of who's going to kind of take his place right now. And so Dameon Piece has kind of been one of those guys that have been on this roster for a couple of years that could inject themselves to starting week 1 if need be. Texans initially viewed him as a starting caliber player. He made headlines his rookie year. He was rushing for a career high 939 yards and 4 touchdowns. And I genuinely remember watching him his rookie year and going, oh my goodness, this guy is going to be our next, Arian Foster or just our next like really good quarterback or running back for this team. He had a great rookie year. But since then, it's been very lackluster. It's not been very good. I know a lot of people have been sort of disappointed in the trajectory of where he's been in his very short career. But at the same time, right, like he still has a lot of potential. He's been mundane at best, according to this article, never rushing for more than 420 yards in a season. Piece has also been a staple on special teams, averaging 37.7 yards per kickoff return, which is a good thing. Glad he's doing pretty solid in that aspect. But at the same time, right, you drafted him 3 years ago to be a running back, to be one of those guys. And he started off really, really well. And the fact that he has kind of dipped down or not really done as good as that his rookie year, which, his least experienced year, is kind of crazy to me. And yes, of course, like the Texans were very bad in 3 years ago. Or like they were in a very not great state. Let's just put it that way. And so maybe that just led to him just having confidence to just go out there and be like, hey, screw it. I'm just gonna do whatever. He had a great year. The Texans were not a very good team, but at the same time, to not kind of match that since is kind of a bad thing in terms of us, in terms of the Houston Texans fans who hoped that he would be something a little bit better at this point in his career. But he has the chance right now to kind of make up for that wrong and impress in training camp. If Mixon's rehab extended into September, Pierce could be in the mix for first team snaps week 1 alongside Nick Chubb and rookie 4th round pick Woody Marks. And get this, and this is going to be a whole different video, but as of right now, neither running back, neither Chubb or Woody Marks, has made impressive strides with the first team offense. So a return could benefit Pierce more than anyone else. If you're Dameon Pierce and you see that Mixon is sidelined and you see that Woody Marks and Nick Chubb are not quite impressing DeMeco Ryans, and DeMeco Ryans has kind of gone on to say that he has not exactly been impressed with Chubb, someone who's been in the NFL for a while now, to kind of see those things kind of line up, Dameon Pierce has an equal chance as Chubb and an equal chance as Woody Marks to start week 1. He really has that ability to do that, and he's off of the PUP list. He's back at it. He's training. He's doing everything he can to better himself for this team. And the fact that he could have a week 1 start is very, very much a real possibility, including if Joe Mixon's healing goes all the way into September. We are not quite sure how long he is going to be hurt for. But of course, as soon as we get those updates, we're going to bring it to you right here on Texans Digest. But it's all a very, very real very, very real thing, right? Like Dameon Pierce has the opportunity. Things are lining up for him to kind of make a change in his career and try to put himself in a place where his career is at a more healthy level, right? Right now, entering this year, he was probably looking to be the 3rd or 4th running back, but things change very quickly in the NFL, and so he has a chance to be a week 1 starter. Obviously, where we are a long way to go from week 1 all the way in September. We're about a month away. But we got preseason games. We got a preseason game this Saturday. I'm sure Dameon Pierce is going to try to get some reps in, see, and prove that he can be a guy for this team. I am very, very pumped up for this Saturday against the Minnesota Vikings. The Houston Texans play football. The Houston Texans play football. The Houston Texans play football. We're going to see where a lot of these guys on the roster are in terms of their development and who's going to fill out the offensive line, who's going to fill out this running back room. All of our questions will start to be answered this Saturday against the Vikings. And so it's all going to be very, very exciting to be a Texans fan and watching those things right now. But to wrap up on Dameon Pierce, yes, he has the opportunity to prove to everybody here that he can be a good, solid running back option for whenever the team needs. Yes, he's a good kick returner option, but at the same time, in terms of running the ball, right, what he's been drafted to do, he still has that chance. But at the same time, Dameon Pierce is in a very unique position because, yes, he has an opportunity, but it could also go the complete opposite way because, as many of you know, or as many of you don't know, Dameon Pierce is still kind of on the trade block entering August, right? Like if Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb, if they kind of figure their issues out, Mixon being health and Nick Chubb just kind of adapting to this offense a little bit more, it could still push Dameon Pierce out of the running back room and getting those plays in for himself. And so it's all a very flexible and malleable situation, right? It can go either way for Dameon Pierce, and ultimately it is up to him to prove to head coach DeMeco Ryans and the new offensive coordinator Nick Haley to prove to them that he is a guy worth keeping on this team in case a guy like Nick Chubb doesn't quite work out or Woody Marks quite isn't ready for playing in the NFL just quite yet. And of course, Joe Mixon, injuries, we don't know where he's going to be. It's kind of a bad sign that he's been injured 2 years in a row, last year for a couple games or for a few games, and then this year kind of entering this season. And so there's a lot of kind of those things that aren't necessarily great to hear if you're a Texan fan. But for Dameon Pierce, you're looking at this as an opportunity to prove your worth. And he has the opportunity. And if he is able to achieve it, then congratulations. You're going to continue to be a Houston Texan. You're going to continue to have a career in the NFL. But if you do not, you might be on your way out of Houston. And so with that, I want to bring it back to you guys right now. Do you think Dameon Pierce is a guy worthwhile to keep on this Houston Texans team? I go back to his rookie year and watching him play got me so pumped up for what he was capable of. I think he's a very, very talented running back. I think he offers a lot of things. He just hasn't been quite able to get to that level. Now, you can make the case that it was all Bobby Slowick's fault, and I honestly would be like, okay, yeah, I believe it. But at the same time, like, some of that falls on Dameon Pierce. We have a new offensive coordinator, so we will see what the heck happens with all of that and how the offense runs. And we're, again, every single update about the offense, about the defense, about training camp, about this Saturday's preseason game against the Minnesota Vikings. We're going to give it to you all right here on Texans Digest. And so with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. I've been your host, Donovan Ricondo. We'll see you next time on the channel. Adios.